Dear Minister Miller, we own and operate 4 news agencies here in Yeppoon on the Capricorn Coast. We proudly employ 50 staff. Our beautiful region is well and truly suffering. The downturn in the mining industry has left many people unemployed and has forced many families to leave town. This has had a direct impact on our business and has eroded our turnover substantially over the past 18 months. On top of this, we were also hit with a severe cyclone earlier this year. Minister Miller, you experienced firsthand the devastation that swept through our region in February. Cyclone Marsha left us reeling. The event itself was traumatic. The cleanup was extensive and costly. Our small business was already operating in a very difficult economic climate. And since the cyclone, particularly in the retail space, our turnover has declined further. For some businesses, this event was the nail in the coffin. Due to expenses associated with cleanup, a significant break in cash flow, lengthy delays in insurance assessments and repair work, we were forced to close the store in June this year. We were also forced to cut staff hours. This was a very difficult time for us as a small business and for our employees. We value our staff and do not want to have to cut any more hours or put staff off. However, if the current climate endures and our turnover continues to decline, it may be our only option. The flow-on impact of our 50 staff cannot be understated in this community. They pay mortgages and rent, school and university fees, and contribute daily to our local economy by spending money on food and clothes in our local shops. We continue to try everything to stimulate our revenue streams at this difficult time. However, in the current climate, we have come to realise there is only so much you can do when you're at the mercy of the greater economic environment. We hear almost daily about further job cuts by companies in the Bowen Basin, as well as those in and around Rockhampton. There are no major job creation prospects on the horizon for our region in the foreseeable future. At this point, while it's very painful to admit, the outlook is grim. Our region is crying out for a lifeline, and your government has an opportunity to give us one. We urge you to vote to grant a boutique gaming licence to Tower Holdings as part of the Great Keppel Island development. The GKI development will breathe life back into our town, our tourism industry, and will bring jobs, social confidence and economic growth. We ask you to consider the flow-on impact and income stream that a project of this calibre will potentially bring. Tower Holdings has said repeatedly that they are committed to sourcing local trades and local contractors during the construction phase and local suppliers and employees during the operation phase of the project. A project like this will not only bring tourists, but it will mean people in our shops, people in our cafes and restaurants, staying in our hotels, spending money and assisting our community. We are so proud of this region and all the spectacular things it has to offer. This development will cost the government nothing and will give you an opportunity to be considered heroes rather than villains who have repeatedly overlooked our region. We are appealing to you and your government, Minister Miller, to help our region survive.